All right. It's a new day for Better Call Saul, and we are kicking off season 3. Who's excited?
Can we just make sure we do business during business hours this time? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. No after hours. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Almost Sideshow. My name is Adam. That is Terry. We're back, baby. We took a week off, and now we are back diving into the sideshow of all things Better Call Saul.
Better Call
Season
Saul.
3 is here. Who's excited?
Season 3. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Season 2 ended with a bang, and now we're getting kicked off on season 3.
It ended with a horn, but
it ended with a horn, not a bang. Well played there. Well played. But yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up that need to be done in this first episode, and some of it got clear, and some of it got a little murkier, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Some shady business. This first episode of season 3, aired April 10th, 2017, and it's called Mabel. It's gonna be interesting to dive into this and talk about the ups, downs, and everything in between. So let's dive into that synopsis.
Let's do it. Yeah, Better Call Saul, season 3, episode 1 is entitled Mabel. We left several of our characters in fairly precarious places at the end of last season. Jimmy just confessed to Chuck that he set him up with the Mesa Verde files, and Chuck got it on tape. So, what do we do with that? Well, Howard tells Chuck he can't use it in court and it's useless to sway public opinion. But Chuck does have an idea. He accidentally slips up, and Ernie hears a portion of the recording one day, and Chuck tells him to never tell anyone what he has heard. I'm sure more on that is coming later. Meanwhile, Jimmy is hearing more cases from his old ladies and signing wills and getting that all done. And getting threatened by the captain who let him film his little clip with Fudge on the base. Jimmy helps him realize there's nothing he can really do about it without starting bigger problems. Oh, Jimmy, once a lawyer, always a lawyer, even when he's in hiding and passing out in an Omaha Cinnabon. Kim, when not picking will cases up for Jimmy when he's not there, is working on her Mesa Verde paperwork, which she is nailing, by the way, but she is maybe obsessing a little too much. It has to be more than perfect. Then there's Mike. Last we saw him, he had a note left on his windshield right before he was attempting to snipe Hector Salamanca. He speeds out of the desert, making sure he's not followed and trying to figure out how they tracked where he was in the first place. Then he finds it, a small tracker inside his gas cap. He uses this knowledge to track whoever did this. He buys his own tracker, replaces it with the one in his gas cap, and then drains the battery. Overnight, someone comes and replaces the gas cap with a fully charged tracker. Oh, now he is tracking them. There we go.
I had to ask a weird question on the old interwebs real quick, but we'll dive into that. That's gonna be fun. This is a fun, cool episode. I really like. It's the start. There is some murkiness that's happening. I think the stuff with Mike is all fascinating because we kind of know where it's going. It's going to Gus Fring is back. Gus Fring is back. As Todd revealed to us the letters of the title of all the episodes were an acronym. So with that knowledge, will there be another acronym? Mike. It's his episodes is centered around Mike. There we go.
Oh,
no, that's lame. But this is a cool episode. I think there's a lot of parts that are moving here. We had reintroduced all our characters, kind of picking up where they left off. I do like how this episode seemed to film like right after the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place right after this. So it's not a really I was notorious for saying there's going to be a time jump here. And I'm happy that I was wrong, because
there's a time jump a little backward because we relive the end of several scenes at the end of last season.
This is true. And then we also get a flash forward, our first flash forward in a year or a season.
It's the first scene of every season right now.
What was, because I don't remember a flash forward of last season.
There was him getting locked in the garbage dumpster room.
Okay, you're right. Okay, good memory. That was a test. But yeah, this is oh wow. Okay, this was a cool episode though. I thought there was something I wanted. The junkyard stuff was really cool. I liked the I forgot to change I need these batteries changed in this tape recorder. You saw that coming from a mile away. You have an idea where he's trying to go now. Is just trying to turn all his friends against him now, which kind of definitely sucks. Ernesto, you're a good guy. But this was a cool episode. Good start off of the season, and we're feeling the beats now. We're feeling the show, and I dig it. So.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is this easily just could have been season 2, episode 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a season break, but that doesn't feel like there's a season break. Where, like we talked about when we were going through Breaking Bad, like the first episode of every season was, okay, now we're establishing kind of the role and the rhythm of what this season is going to be and where we're going with it. Doesn't do any of that here. It's like, okay, that's where we left off, and now we're going to plow ahead, and where's the logical next step for all of this?
Mm-hmm.
There's no new information, really. There's no new vibe. It's just, let's just keep rolling. The only difference is we get an extra 30 seconds to recap what the last scene of the last season was for Jimmy and for Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's cool that we're just going to kind of roll with it and see what's next. It is really fascinating to watch Mike scramble and see who got the drop on him, because nobody gets the drop on Mike. And watching like Chuck be like maniacal and diabolical is kind of interesting. It's like, oh, I know what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And Howard, I love Howard in this episode. His one little scene, he's like, that's great and all, and your brother's a world-class son of a bitch, but what do we do with this?
You can't do anything, because you know that he's going to get a fucking vocal guy saying that
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Discredit everything about it. Yeah. So there's everyone is like doing what you expect them to do, but it's just fun to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, very true. Very true. It's you feel bad for the certain characters. I feel like, I think you saw Ernesto going into that little trap that Chuck sprung on him. You kind of feel bad for him being kind of guilty by proxy now.
He's like the most honest character in the entire thing, and just genuine, and he's getting pulled into something.
And then poor Kim is also in one of those characters. You can probably see the same thing. She has a really good ethics and business sense to her. And now she's kind of becoming obsessive because she just wanted to profit off of the fraud that Jimmy basically did for her, and the favor. So she's kind of overthinking the semicolon, and we kind of made a joke with our kind of matching tags were semicolons, or was it a colon, or whatever the case is. It's
Yeah, I misread what was going on there at first, and then I figured it out as it was going on, as like what caught her when she was in that conversation with Paige, as Paige is bad-mouthing Chuck. It's like something caught her, and she wanted to look at the files again. It's like, is she having second thoughts about taking this case? No. She wants to make sure she doesn't make a mistake because of how much they got burned by a mistake in the last time. It's like that there can't be a mistake. It's like, that's where we're going with this. That's what's happening here, which is good. I mean, that's an interesting development for Kim.
Very true. And her paperwork's always been like, she always puts in the extra hours and extra time. Extra time and extra hours at the office no matter what. And so seeing her kind of doing that because of just it's not her paper, not her fault. It's that
Mhm.
she doesn't want to be a problem, which kind of sucks for her.
Yeah. What's the best scene?
It's tough. This is very tough, but I always find the awesome kind of time lapse cuts always so interesting. One of the best shots in El Camino was tearing up the apartment with Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this several times that Vince Gilligan does it. So my favorite scene is Mike dismantling the car at 5 Days Auto Parts. So, and the whole reveal of the gas cap thing, and we know where Gus has put or hidden these things in the past. This one was more elaborate. That's not so easily found because I feel like they scouted this guy out pretty well. I think they scouted Mike out to try. They kind of knew who he was. They knew his background, being a police officer. So anything obvious, he's going to be able to find. They need to find something that's not so obvious. That's why Walt, he doesn't have that background to understand or know what's going on. So that's why his tracking device was revealed by Sid and Spin, his brother-in-law. So the Mike getting that like realization, gas caps for this specific model of car, that was such like a interesting thing. And I feel like there's a different layer on top of, like, they knew Gus knows who he was dealing with, or at least a little bit more than the Salamancas, I feel like, just because of the Madrigal probably influence as well. So,
well, I think he's been watching him. Like, Gus is keeping tabs on what's going on with Hector.
Yeah.
And that's where Mike got on his radar, and he's watching Mike like, this guy's different.
Mm-hmm.
This guy knows what he's doing, and we have to really monitor that, and we have to monitor it in a better way.
I think also too is the Tuco situations happening when Tuco pulled the gun and going to jail, and then all of a sudden, say for instance, we didn't see Hector in, maybe we didn't see him he wasn't in New Mexico at that time, but now Tuco's kind of out of the picture. Then he's like, why is this big guy in Mexico coming back up here to try to run the operations? What happened to make him do this? Oh, Tuco. Oh, wait, Mike. And then they kind of go backdooring it, and then all of a sudden they see him retracting, like, that's my gun type of thing. So I think it's an easy way if he's looking for stuff and he's kind of following this along. Gus is way smart. He's like one of the smartest characters in the show. So it took him forever to slip up in Breaking Bad. And it was more like his pride slipped up. Right now he's not pride. He has it over. He has a competitive edge right now on the Salamancas, it feels like.
It's got some pride and vengeance there too.
Yeah, there is, for sure.
Who's smarter, Mike or Gus? Oh, we can talk about that later because we haven't even seen Gus pop back up.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see as he pops back up. You see Mike and Gus kind of feel each other out. That'll be a good.
I think that's gonna be fun.
Good thing to see. Yeah, I had that one written down. That scene of him stripping the car. The other one I had down is Jimmy and Captain Bauer. In his office.
They paid that off. I got that paid off.
Yeah, that was good. And how he wanted blood. He was like, you take that down, or I'm taking this to the JAG, and you're going to get written up on all these charges. And yeah.
Good stuff. I had that scene down too. Right when he's like, "Oh, who's next? That's me. Oh, you're busted." Mm-hmm. I thought that was fantastic.
And he's able to weasel his way out of it, and he ends that with a great line. Well, first, like, he goes somewhere that he shouldn't have gone, because you can tell like his relationship with Chuck is kind of playing out in what's being said there. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're always taking the high horse and all this stuff. And then he stops himself, like, whoa, I'm reacting to something else in this moment. And I love, like, I won't fly jets, and you stay out of the courtroom.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing. Stay in your lane. This doesn't turn out well for you if we keep going. Yeah. And he's right. It's like, oh, so you really want to take this to court? and you want to have to explain to someone how you didn't vet a group of people coming onto your base to film a commercial, and then not even vet them to the point that you took a publicity photo with the guy without gathering who he was first. Yeah, he's going down for this if it actually gets out there.
Yeah, very true. It's a great scene. I'm curious to see if like the principal and that teacher show up from the school, or whatever farmer situation happened in front of the tractor. If we ever get any, I don't think those would be any substantial like payoffs. I think Bauer showing up for probably the last time here. I think it's a good call because it is kind of it would be a kind of a spinning like a spinning plate that Vince Gilligan would have left there, because there is some kind of real world repercussions for doing what kind of he did, but kind of Saul or Jimmy kind of weaseled his way out, which is very fascinating.
I don't know if you'd find the principal and teacher pop back up, because that shot in the commercial it could have been anywhere, right? It just happened to be there, and all they have on him is he was talking about this random documentary, and then they went to go check on something. And when they came back, he was gone.
Yeah,
that's all.
There's not really anything.
And there's nothing there.
Yeah. But I'm glad they paid off the Captain Bauer stuff though, which is good.
That was a good payoff.
I throw out Howard and Chuck's conversation too being a really good scene. I think Howard being there listening is like, well, yeah, obviously he's a son of a bitch, and like everything he kind of broke down as well. I think that's just a good kind of scene where Chuck's like, I agree with you, but this doesn't play well for you either, Chuck. Like, I don't understand why you recorded something like this. So obviously we don't have to get the biggest reveal of why he recorded this and the reasoning. Obviously it's going to turn people against Jimmy. Probably we'll talk about that more, but I think that's a good scene though too. It's at least worth noting.
All right. The Betsy Kettleman douchebag award.
It's kind of Chuck. I didn't know how to change my own batteries. Oh, yeah. It's dumb. Yeah, Chuck riding that douchebag tree. It's Betty Kettleman, Chuck.
I didn't want to, but yeah, once you realize, okay, he just brought Ernie in on this, and now Ernesto is going to go down. Like, Ernesto's probably going to get fired for being an accessory to Chuck trying to mess with his brother.
Yeah, because essentially Ernesto's kind of expendable, or Chuck is Chuck's name's on the building, and Ernesto's just a guy that works in a mailroom / give me Honeycrisp apples.
One of my favorite lines in the whole episode was for like 5 minutes there, Chuck forgot he hated me. And I forgot and I forgot what that felt like.
Oh, such a good line.
Yeah, and the way Chuck didn't hate me for 5 minutes. I forgot how good that feels. Yeah, it's good.
I think. Do you have anybody else for douchebag?
No.
I'll throw in Gene. He ratted that kid out. He's like, "Get a lawyer!
Oh,
get a lawyer! Get a lawyer!" Sound like Batman. That's deep ass voice for no reason.
Don't say anything. Get a lawyer. Yeah,
he's like, asshole.
Manager Gene,
and then he falls on his face again. Great.
Stickman award.
Jimmy. Hey, if you're done, I'm done.
That's pretty good. I went with the junkyard owner.
Yeah.
He was one's like he looks like he's seen some things.
Oh yeah. Yep. We'll talk about it in a second.
All right. Best new face. Hey, it's Danny Trejo. Goes to
junkyard owner Forey Smith. Yeah. You know who that guy is? It's Yellowstone, man. That's Lloyd. Good old Lloyd. And he is a stick man.
Yeah, he is in 51 episodes of Yellowstone, isn't he?
Oh, he is so good in that show. Yeah, he that's a good deep dive show, man. That's a sideshow show. But yeah, he is so good in Yellowstone, and he was a fan favorite. One of my wife and I's favorite characters in that show. Definitely has that old stickman energy. Still getting it up after all these years. But yeah, I feel like this will be kind of interesting. This takes place in 2002. Yellowstone's obviously, or I think it'd be funny if this show took place after like 2025. And you're like, yeah, maybe he's like off the ranch. Now he just kind of owns a junkyard. It'd be kind of interesting. Same energy as both characters. Just nice hospital guy. Has good hospitality, I should say. So, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of pops up all over the place. He was in Tombstone back in '93.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He started as a stuntman. He did stunts on Rambo 3.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he just kind of pops up. It's always fun when you get a guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Okay, trivia section on IMDb. A Bronco broke his pelvis and he duct taped it together rather than going to the hospital because he wanted to stay in the rodeo.
Yeah, it sounds like Lloyd from Yellowstone.
Man,
but he was living out his rodeo days, huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. All right, my best new face is Elena Warren Zachary, who plays Mrs. Van Camp. I hope I didn't bore you with all of my dusty pictures. It's like, oh no, your grandson's wedding looked amazing. It's like, oh, I'll bring my niece's confirmation next time. You should see the flowers. She just seems to pop up all over the place, but all in like real small stuff. Like her biggest, most known for on IMDb is this Better Call Saul episode, and she's in like 10 seconds of it. So she hasn't really done much, but she's kind of fun, and she was a great character. I'm like that one's got some fun energy to her.
Yeah, she's a good.
But
character.
She's in one movie playing a receptionist, and another movie she played a TV show where her character was Little Old Lady.
Little Old Lady.
Another TV show, her character name was Librarian. Nice. Bartender.
What?
Church receptionist. Waitress. Old lady smoker. Yeah, and Mrs. Workout Buddy is another one she was. So like, I mean, when half your credits don't have names,
you're an extra.
You are putting in the work.
You got your SAG card being extras. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mrs. Van Camp.
Okay, that's respectable. I like that one.
All right, Lance the printer guy, minor character.
It's Captain Bauer. Captain Bauer. It's a great scene. We talked about it already, but yeah, it's good to see him kind of being out of his element a little bit, but at the same time, it's cool to see him pop up one last time. So,
yeah, that's good. I went with Paige because I think that's another interesting scene with her and Kim.
Bright smile.
Where everything is working great, and she did all this stuff. It's like, oh, you got the hearing moved up, and we're going to be popping champagne for that, and I'll try to do better. And yeah, when she's like, oh, you should have heard that other guy. He said I was muddying the waters, and he's the one who couldn't get the address right. And it's always someone else's fault with those people, and like, oh man, she's just raking him over the coals. And I wonder if at some point Kim heard that, and it's always someone else's fault. It's like, oh, it sounds like Jimmy, not Chuck. But okay, yeah, I thought that she was good in this one. Other than just kind of being the one that Kim knows that's in the background, she actually had a role in this episode, which was cool.
Yeah.
All right,
I like that too. I think my biggest question after that scene was, what happens at 11:30? Are they taking a lunch, or is there a meeting? What type of meeting are we taking? That's the biggest thing. What happens at 11:30?
It's a good point.
Paige, 11:30. Gotta go.
All right, best Saul one-liner.
Some artistic license were taken. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Check your recruiting numbers. I'm sure you'll find they're up after the commercial.
Might have a slight uptick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, neither was Tom Cruise, and see what Top Gun did for you guys.
It's comparing his commercial to Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise,
Tom
baby.
Cruise, baby. There it is. There it is. That's good. That's good. The one I had was from the beginning when he's helping Chuck take down the stuff and the duct tape. It's like you got to make a nice tight roll, and he says, "I think you need a nice tight roll." Like that was a good line. And then the other one was the opening scene, the flash forward into Omaha during his lunch break. He's reading a book called The Moon's a Balloon. And like I stopped to make sure I saw the time. Like, that sounds like a weird title, and it sounds like something that Jimmy/Saul would be reading. The Moon's a Balloon, a novel. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I didn't bother to do that, but that was interesting. Best Breaking Bad reference.
You mentioned the character, and I thought you were gonna like get down to Miss Van Camp.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, I got flowers, I got this, that, and I got lilies of the valley."
Oh, I didn't even notice she said Lilies of the Valley, or I didn't put that together. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice catch.
I was like, "Oh, yep, write that down before I forget it."
That's a good catch. That's a good catch. Mine, just the simple fact that we're tracking cars again.
Oh yeah, tracking cars.
We're putting trackers on cars and doing all that stuff. It's like, we've seen this before.
Got GPS trackers and shit. Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Catch a bad guy. Dun dun dun. Catch a bad guy. Yeah.
I won't mess up the song again, so I won't sing.
By starting to sing the wrong Rocky song. I remember that. You are the one that brought that up.
I did. No, that's another Breaking Bad reference. Yep.
It is. Right. Midlife crisis moment.
I'm a big list guy. I just like making lists. I'm like, garden stuff. No. We got to put everything. We got pots. We got plants. We got shovel. We got to name everything for that area. It's just like making lists. Yeah. Just list it out. No, yeah. I got a hedge. I don't want some bank guy or some lawyer or judge guy to mess it up. I got a hedge in my garden. I don't want them to take the hedge and give my granddaughter the house or whatever she was talking about.
That's good. I've got obsessing over like unachievable perfection.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Like, and not even that, but it's also I have more time, which means I can keep working on it. Yeah. Like I'm gonna take all the time I need, or take all the time I have, even though I don't need any more time. I'm gonna take the time because I have the time, and I'm gonna keep playing with it until I have to do something with it. Like I get that like vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's a good call.
LVP.
Okay, the one line I didn't fill out. So LVP, I think Jimmy is so far ahead of people in situations. He's so quickly, like a quick thinker. I think sometimes people underestimate or don't know necessarily who they're dealing with. So being talked out of everything by Jimmy, I think that, like what happened to Captain Bauer, for instance. I think that's it's a good skill for Jimmy. So I guess that's an MVP for him, but just an LVP for all. It's like, we need to keep be on Jimmy's. Like, this guy feels like he's on several cups of coffee a day. His brain's on a different level. We're just in his world. It's his world. We're just in it. So
keep on your toes.
LVP, yep. Everybody who's not on Jimmy's level.
I like it.
Mentality, yeah.
My LVP is hiding in a photo booth, and more than that,
that's a great call.
The police, why didn't they look there?
Look in there. He just gonna like sit there
like where could he? We know he went around this corner and then he disappeared. Where could he have gone? Oh, he's in the one little box that is here that he possibly could be in. Whoa! Like, come on, guys. Come on. You needed someone to tip you off that he was in the photo booth?
What was he stealing? Like CDs? Like what
Yeah,
was it?
look, CDs or DVDs or something. It looked like something from an electronics store.
Definitely outdated. Well, not at that time, I guess. It'll be like, well, yeah, no, 2010-ish. Yeah.
Maybe
probably.
a video game.
Yeah, I'm
gonna say it was a video game because it looked like it was like a case inside of a case.
Oh yeah, so
and the video games they tend to have in like those protective cases inside the store.
Yeah, it's true.
MVP.
All right, I want to bring this up. 5J's Auto Parts is the MVP. It's an auto body place that Mr. Forey Smith owns. But my thought process was a junkyard. Huh? Is this Old Joe's junkyard? Also in Albuquerque? However, it's not. I looked this up because, I was like, okay, what other junkyards are there? Old Joe works at Rocker Salvage. Okay. This junkyard here was 5J's Auto Parts. And I know they're fictional places, but they had to be filmed in certain areas, right? And they were filmed in two different areas. These junkyards are exactly 3.9 miles apart, which is a 7-minute drive in between. So there was a world that we could have seen this junkyard owner at 5J's in Breaking Bad. He just went to Rocker Salvage because he already had the built-up relation with Old Joe. Boom. MVP. Junkyards in Albuquerque.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, while you were doing that, I quickly looked up the novel or the book, The Moon's a Balloon. It is a self-written memoir by David Niven, old Hollywood star.
Interesting.
That's interesting. He's reading a book about David Niven.
David Niven. There we go. Here's another fun fact too. 5J's Auto Parts is actually located 5404 Broadway in Albuquerque, and they never changed the name. It's the same name as this auto in the show, but Rocker Salvage is known as Clovis Tow Yard, which is off of it was Reynolds Auto Service off of Woodward in Albuquerque. So that's
wait. Clovis Tow Yard? That's Clovis.
That's the Clovis Tow Yard. But said Old Joe works at Rocker Salvage.
And now it's Clovis Tow Yard?
Yeah.
So did they rename it after Badger's cousin that worked at the other place? Because that was Clovis.
Yeah, there was a Clovis. But yes, that's weird. It was Reynolds Auto Service, and they changed it to Clovis Tow Yard.
Maybe just to try and mean the whole Breaking Bad of it all.
Well, they could have said Old Joe's Salvage. Old Joe's Salvage. That would have been really.
Well, what did Clovis own?
That is true. Okay, now we have to do this dive. Clovis and Breaking Bad junkyard.
Because that one was like in the middle of the city. That's what made that one feel a little different.
The storage yard in Clovis. It says Clovis Tow Yard. Oh, wait a second. They repurposed that tow yard.
They used it in both.
They used them in both because in real life it's off of Woodward, which I just read the address for that. So they repurposed the tow yard. So they made that Badger's cousin's name Clovis. They kept the Clovis name there, and then they changed it to Rocker Salvage to be somebody else.
Interesting.
So that's very interesting there.
So Old Joe's yard and Clovis's yard are the same.
Yeah, let me see here. Now, go ahead. Yeah, what was your MVP?
My MVP is Jimmy's paint that he's using, because like that is quite the bright rainbow there, and in one coat he makes it completely disappear. Like that's impressive stuff.
Okay, wait a second. Now I'm getting mixed signals here.
Okay.
Clovis Tow Yard is at that one place now. Rocker Salvage, though, they give me this address now called, its in real life address is Ace Metals off of Broadway, 5711 Broadway. Now what the hell was that other place? 54. So it was only like 54. It's like 4 blocks away. These two where they filmed Old Joe's stuff and 5J's. One was 5404 Old Joe's was 5701 or whatever, off of Broadway.
Now,
same exact address.
Now, for next time, you're gonna have to figure out where the meetup was between Walt and Jesse and Tuco, where the two guys died and the arm got ripped off.
All right.
Like what yard was that? For next time.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Come back next episode, folks.
Stay tuned. What?
That was fun. I didn't think about those 2 yards, but I'm like, where's Old Joe?
What's happening next?
All right, shut up, Adam. All right, what's happening next is
move on.
we're tracking, and then we meet the guy, kind of, but he needs an in with that guy, so he calls Jimmy. Jimmy gets kind of sucked back into the Mike world a little bit, but also feeling like the repercussions of what he did with Chuck, I would imagine. And that's all.
Wait, he needs an in with who?
Whoever he meets. I think that's going to be Mike's play, is that he needs a mouthpiece to try to figure out who this guy is tracking him. Possibly. I don't know. I didn't think of that too far ahead, but yeah.
Yeah, I think this next episode is when we do get Gus back.
We do get Gus. Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form.
Or Deadeyes.
Yeah, one of the two. Or both. I think what's going on with Chuck, I think the plan is what Chuck's plan is, which is probably going to work because Chuck is a genius. He told Ernie not to tell anybody because he knows now Ernie was being dishonest and covering for Jimmy, which is why he has no problem throwing Ernie under the bus, because if he's siding with Jimmy, he needs to go. He told him not to tell anybody, which means he's going to tell Jimmy. And now they're going to try and get Jimmy on like breaking and entering charges because he's going to try and break into his house and steal the tape. And that is how they get Jimmy to go down, even though they can't use the tape.
Damn it. It's great. It's kind of genius.
I think that's where this is going.
For
or something along those lines. Ernie's going to tell Jimmy, and whatever Jimmy does, his reaction to that, Chuck is going to be waiting for, and he's going to take him down with it. Don't forget what happened here today. You will pay for it.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Well, we'll put a pin in it. We'll come back next week and we'll talk about where that meetup spot was in a show we're not deep diving, and then also we'll figure out which one of us are correct in our guesses of what's going to happen next. But this was a good start to the episode, some lively conversation for sure. But until next time, everybody, you got to do one thing.
Better Call Saul.
Sit and spin your buttholes.
Subscribe.